Video, huh? Okay.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to World Travel Market 2024. I'm with James Jin, who's the top man as far as technology is concerned in Didatravel. He's based in China. Good afternoon, James.
Good afternoon.
James, Didatravel, you seem to have come from nowhere to a very prominent position in the market. How so?
Actually, we are not from nowhere. Actually, we've been in the China market for over a decade. Our company was founded in 2012, and we really started starting the business since 2014. At the first few years, we were only doing the China market, meaning the source market is in China. All the clients are in China. And we later, I think in 2017 or so, we started expanding our business from the source market from China to overseas. Yeah, but of course, for the sourcing part, when we get our products, it's always overseas products. Meaning, since the beginning, we've been selling overseas hotels to our Chinese customers, and our typical client base would be, for example, the OTAs, in China, C3, like China, Meituan, and etc. And then we also have other offline clients, travel agencies in China, and also other non travel business partners. For example, the bank. They have this loyalty program, which they also need travel products. These are also one of our typical clients. And then, like I said, since 2017, we expand our business to overseas. We started from Southeast Asia. We also have dedicated offline sales teams in these areas. We will also sell to the travel agencies like DMCs and OTAs in there. But also we have our footprints in Europe. But to be fair, we are not that strong in Europe yet. So that's why I'm saying we come out of nowhere. But we are actually, we started from China and in Southeast Asia and also Korea, Japan. Most of the partners actually they know us, but in Europe and in the US, we were just started. Yeah.
And one of the things with bed banks is normally one of the factors behind a successful bed bank is technology.
Yes.
I assume you own your own technology. Is
Yes.
it developed? Was it developed in China? Is based on the original Chinese technology, but improved over the years?
Yes, I wouldn't use the term Chinese technology actually, but what I can tell is that since the beginning, first of all, I need to introduce a little bit about myself. I was actually from Expedia. I was the in the China team. Expedia has a China office in Shenzhen many years ago actually. So I was in Expedia for 4 years, and then our founding tech team members, they are all from Expedia, 5 of them. So since the beginning, we know the drill. We know how it works. We know the travel tech. So that's why we could we could grow really fast from the tech perspective because we know the business. We have all the domain knowledge, and then. Also, we are in China, everything is fast. And since the beginning, we adopted the cloud service. Not like the others, many players, they started from their own IDC, which they have owned their own data center, and then they gradually moved to cloud. But since day one, we are cloud based, so we are cloud native. So it means whenever we want to build something, we can build things very fast, and we are very agile. And because of the knowledge we got from Expedia, so that's why we can grow faster than the others.
And the obvious question with most companies and technology companies such as your own these days is, what influence do you think that AI will have on what you're doing and in the future?
That's a That's a big question and also a good question. You know, we've been focusing or studying like AI since like last year, since the like the ChatGPT has come out, and we were also like actually in this industry, everyone is talking about the AI, right? Everyone is thinking, oh, AI, it's a big thing, yeah, that's for sure. But how will that affect the travel market? We don't know it yet, to be honest. Yeah, because what we see is that it's like the AI, the models, they are growing really fast. But in terms of like application, meaning like how is it like built in into the travel business? We haven't seen any significant like application or use case yet, but we're still seeking for that. And also, when we talk about AI, like it goes into two categories. The first one is like the traditional AI. When we talk about, it's like purely algorithm. It's like machine learning, like deep learning. That things is they're already there like for ages. But that one is already adopted by many companies, not just travel companies. So they do some algorithm, for the recommendation, for pricing, things like that. But these 2 years, when we talk about the AI, it's the other category, which is like a large language model, right? It's like ChatGPT based, right? What we can see that is like it's really smart, right? You can ask a lot of questions. It can respond like human, right? And many companies I know they are trying to like build this into their platform. What we call the term like agents. They will build a lot of agents into that and then serve the customers. But at the end, like what we see, like it's used like very widely is the customer service. But again, the customer service is like it's like a common area, right? It's not used by only the travel companies, but there are also other industries they are using that. But other than that, there are like travel, like planning, things like that. But to us, this is like nice to have. It's not like something like revolutionary. But what will this evolve in the future? We don't know it yet. Yeah, but still, as Peter, we also focusing on IT, and that's also one of our very important strategies. So actually, we are also investing a lot on the AI. But at the beginning, we are only focusing on the like the how you can make it more efficient internally. For example, like during the daily work for our staff, right? How can they use AI to optimize their work, to make their like work more
Sure.
efficient, right? So that's why we have copy like something like a ChatGPT into our own system. So they can ask questions, with our own data, things like that. But beyond that, how we can adopt it into the real like business, we don't see like huge opportunity yet. Yeah, but we are still like
You're
looking.
looking.
Yeah, we're looking at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Final question, James. Since you started expanding outside of China, we've had a global pandemic, which can't have been positive for business.
Uh-huh.
We're getting out of that, if not totally here in Europe, out of it. What's been the effect, and how do you see the Chinese outbound market, which most of the travel and tourism world were depending upon pre-COVID?
Uh-huh.
Is that coming back, and if so, how rapidly?
Okay. To answer this question, I'll give you some numbers. Like before pandemic, our share of the our businesses that in terms of like a source market, like sales, like it was 70% China outbound and 30% like overseas, right? And when the pandemic started, as you know, because China was in lockdown, right? It first happened in China, and you know the policy of China, right?
Yeah.
Everything is in lockdown. So our business dropped like 90%. So we're almost dead. But luckily, like we survived, right? We come out stronger. And as you know, I think since early 2021, right? I think the travel started to recover in the US and then Europe and then Middle East, right? And then at last it's Asia. So actually our shares of the business like really shifted. Now it's the opposite. Now it's 70% overseas, meaning like outside of China. 30% is like China outbound. So that's our current number. So what we can see uh, at this moment, after pandemic or before pandemic, the China outbound, uh, I don't think it's like fully recovered yet, due to many reasons. Why? Um, Economically, the China is now we are facing some like issues because we are growing too fast. We're growing rapidly. Now it's slowing down, and also because of the geopolitics, and also because of the air tickets. The price has gone up. All sorts of things. So that's why I don't think it has come back. But I think in a few years, still like because like if you ask the people in China, they still want to go overseas. I don't know the exact number yet, but last time we checked in 2019, only less than 10% of the Chinese people hold a passport. So that's why the potential is like still huge. And also with the visa policy, especially like as you know, now it's visa free for us to travel to Southeast Asia, like Singapore, like Malaysia, like Thailand. So I think it will be easier and easier for Chinese people to go abroad. So I think the outbound market will still come back, and I don't know the exact number, but it will definitely be number one again, like in the world.
James, thank you very much for your time, and I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much.